Hey everybody, this is Sheepslayer MC coming at you live from Epic Ever, and we are building the spire. Yep, the spire is a place where young wolves have to learn stuff. And I mean young wolves, like howling to pawing kind of situation, not so much older wolves. Yeah. Anyway, um, we have to redecorate a few things. I messed up somewhere. Forgot about some stuff. It's okay. We figure it out. Yep. So we're just terraforming a lot of stuff. He's in the way. So I have finally figured out my wolves hierarchy. If y'all want to hear it, I can tell you it right now. Ta-da! So we have the king, which is chief right now. He has no heir and he has no queen. Um, he's going to step down one day, and then Wolfgang will take over. But right now, Wolfgang is the crown regent, and he basically is in charge of learning how to be a king, I guess, if you want to say anything, because he will be taking over Chief's spot later. The advisor to the king is Snow, but she will be stepping down as well, but she has nobody to take over just quite yet. We still need to fill that role. Then we have the it's gonna sound silly, but I took from Kingdom and then I went straight to military. So if y'all find this funny, it's hilarious. Anyway, he Winter, it's only one time I'm gonna say it. He is the chief warrant officer of number 5, and his name is Winter. That's all I'm gonna say. Not gonna give anything else away. If you want to know more about Winter, stay tuned for more. Next in line would be the Pax Guard, and the person in charge of the Pax Guard is Silver. He's an O10. If you don't know anything about military rank, that's pretty much it. Officer 10 or whatever. And yeah. And then his second is actually an O6 named Saber. And then of course the elite alphas, they have their own line of officers stuff, and I'm not going to go into those because I'm not in that area, and I don't want to just outright say stuff that I don't have information on just yet. But it's coming. But it won't be until like a really long time. Then we have the Elite Omegas. I don't have a whole lot of information on them. I just made them up. So give me a few years. Anyway. Oh, and then we have our hospital healer. She is in that as well. She's in that ranking system section area. She has no name yet. Or he. Don't know yet. Again, there's 3 more underneath that wolf as well. But again, we're not in that area just yet, so we don't need to know all that information just yet. We're still technically young and don't know anything. Yeah, because we're following our main hero, and she doesn't know much. Right? She's just beginning. Yeah, and she holds no rank, by the way, but she's being trained by Winter. So that could tell you a few things. You're like, oh, okay, I get it now. Got it. Yeah. And then after those wolves are Eagle. She's an O7. Um, basically, she tells wolves what to do and how to do it in giant, massive groups. So, yeah, she sets out patrols and says, hey, you're a part of that patrol, go. you know. kind of thing. Flame is her second, but Flame is an 06 who is also a training commander under Eagle. She trains all of the rookies that come in. I guess technically your rookies would be E1s and E4s. So Flame teaches the E1s and the E4s all the way through until they're E5s, and then once they're E5, they get to become more than that. Iris is an 07 as well, but she's in charge of running the Omega Warriors. And underneath Iris is Ivy, who is her second. She's an 02. Yeah, there's a reason they're 02s. Basically, Ivy just does random patrols for Iris. So, yeah. Granite is an 03. He runs Moon Patrol. Quartz is an 03. She runs the Hunting Patrol. Briar is an 03 who runs her own patrol. Basically, she's daytime patrol, kind of. And then for Granite, his second is going to be Cedar, who will be his, who will take over for him. And he's an 02. Tempest is also an 02, and his Quartz is second. And Briar's second is Hawk. Then, this is going to be really interesting. The E9s are all of the senior warriors and all of the senior Omega warriors. But the 07s get to choose out of the E5s and E6s and E7s and E8s to be a possible leader. They get to choose that if they want. Depends on, if the wolf is up to snuff on bleeding. But they get to start at the bottom as an 01, where they have to learn the skills before they can do anything. And then once they learn those skills, they can become an 02, where they can then be under somebody who's in charge of a patrol, who's an 03. Yeah. And then they get to go up to 02 and then so far and so on. So yeah, that is the structure. I could show you the beginning section of it. We have Tinderpaws, Pawlings, Howlings, Paws, and then we go straight into E1s and E4s. The Paws, however, are more like, I get to test this out before I choose what I want to do. So that's what they get to do. And then so they have many places that they can go. I just don't have them all written down. I'm working on it. Yeah. So that is the structure. Now, we do have a structure for healing wolves. They are set differently. If a paw chooses to be a healer, then they get to go through a set of series for healing. And then if they choose to stay in that, then they are they don't have any numbers, but yeah, they're healers. And then they train under Fern, and then they also train under the wolf that will be the elite healer, Alpha Omega. So, yeah, that's what they get to do. Ember, Pine Needle, Raven, Meadow, and Lion have already been in training for that, so they're technically fully capable of doing stuff, but they do have their limitations of what they can and cannot do. And then Lion is going to be transferred over to mentorship because he has earned that right. And yes, any wolf can be chosen to be a mentor to younger wolves, like Howlings. And yeah. So, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned a little bit about our now social class of how our wolves work. And yeah, keep listening for more because you will find out loads more information. Because I think what we left off on Moon last. I believe we did. Um, I could talk about Flower. She's the deputy to Fern. She knows a lot about herbs and all kinds of stuff too. If you want to know more about our healer wolves, please let me know. And if not, you'll have to wait for the next session. So, yeah, because next up, we're going to talk about all of our healing wolves and stuff like that. So, stay tuned for more. Oh, and if you want to know what's going on here, I'm just trying to recreate Eagle's Court. Yep, that's what I'm trying to build right now. That's pretty much it, yeah. I'm going to take and fix up the walls a little bit here and there and push them and make them shape them into like a curved bowl kind of thing. And yep. So what else would you like to know about the wolves?